Hi, Emma. I was thinking of some ideas after we talked this morning about how you could utilize your class time next year so that the kids aren't bored with having gone through the CCT process this year, but all the good components that we talked about that it includes. So I know you talked about doing things on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then things on Tuesdays, Thursdays. So I was just kind of trying to break it down and wondering if maybe Mondays, if you had your kids split into 3 different groups, like we talked about, your beginners and intermediates, if they had different books to read, then when they came to you for that teacher workshop time, you could do a guided reading lesson with them. And I sent you a video that shows how to do a guided reading lesson. And I'm going to leave some of these in your box, but I printed some books off. They're leveled books that you can get on readingatozee.com. So maybe if you're advanced and advanced high kids, if they had higher books than those beginners and intermediates, like if they had their own book that was much lower, that was on their level, you could help them progress with their reading. And those that are advanced or advanced high could be reading nonfiction books. That's an idea. And then one group, like we talked about, could be working on vocabulary with that Freyer model. And then the other group could be reading stories or listening to stories online and then doing a graphic organizer. And maybe if they were to do that rotation, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they would know the process and you keep building on those skills from the book. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not really sure what you had in mind. But one thing I did want to suggest is on Fridays, if you were to do formative assessments and probably ever so often a summative assessment, whether it's something in their journal, but just a way to check to see that they're making progress and which holes and gaps to fill. All right, I'm going to include on this email a couple of online resources the kids could use or you could use to find good books for them to listen to.